Cursed kitten unleashes chaos. I found the kitten on a rainy night, huddled in a cardboard box outside the grocery store. Its fur was matted and its meows barely audible over the storm, but its eyes gleamed with a strange intensity that I couldn't ignore. I took it home, naming it Shadow, and tried to nurse it back to health. At first, everything seemed normal. Shadow was playful and affectionate, a little baller for exploring every corner of my apartment. But then things began to change. It started with small objects going missing: keys, socks, bits of jewelry. I thought I was just being forgetful, but soon the disappearances turned to destruction. I awoke one morning to find my favorite chair shredded, stuffing scattered across the living room like fresh snow. Shadow sat amidst the chaos, its eyes glinting in the dim morning light. I tried to scold it, but it only blinked at me with an unsettling calm. As days turned into weeks, Shadow's appetite grew more voracious and bizarre. Books were torn apart, their pages chewed to pulp. Electronics were mangled, wires gnawed and sparking. And it wasn't just objects. I began waking up with scratches and bruises, as if something had been clawing at me while I slept. Desperate, I took Shadow to the vet, but they found nothing wrong. Just a frisky kitten, they said, but I knew better. The air around Shadow seemed to thrum with an unnatural energy, a dark hunger that couldn't be sated. I considered giving it away, but each time I tried, something stopped me, an overwhelming guilt, or perhaps fear. Shadow would watch me with those same intense eyes, as if daring me to leave it behind. The final straw came one night when I heard a crash from the kitchen. I rushed in, heart pounding, only to find Shadow perched on the counter, its eyes reflecting the moonlight streaming through the window. But Shadow wasn't alone. The shadows themselves seemed to coil around it, writhing and pulsating as if alive. They whispered in a language I couldn't understand, yet the meaning was clear: Shadow was no ordinary kitten. It was a conduit for something far darker, something that had taken root in my home and my life. The realization hit me like ice water, and as I backed away, Shadow leapt down, following me with a chilling grace. I knew then that it was too late. The darkness had claimed us both.